Hi, how are you? I'm going to be working on this mandala or snowflakey thing. I think I'm going to start uh, with these blue areas. We'll see how far we get. I don't know how long my battery's going to last. It looks like it's full, but who knows. Anyway, if I don't finish it, then we'll just do a part 2, I guess. And I don't know why I'm not starting right dead center, and I hope you can see this. But got so much yard work to do. I feel like crying because I don't want to go out there because it's hot. And it's about to thunderstorm, according to Alexa anyway, but you know, what does she know really? What do the weathermen know really? I'm always surprised that they can get it so wrong so often. I'm just getting a little bit of wax off of there. Okay. And the wax, I mean, you don't have to remove it. It will dry up and just brush away. But sometimes I just don't like to see it when I'm working. I hope everyone is doing well. I hope I said thank you for stopping by. I had such a hard time uploading the last video. I actually had to contact YouTube. I'm getting glue all over me. It was taking like, I uploaded it in the normal amount of time, which is usually like an hour and a half. It wasn't a long one. I think it was only like 12 minutes. Anyway, I added YouTube music to it, and 4 hours later, it's still going through checks, which it does every time you add something to it. It goes through checks. I guess they don't want anybody sneaking in some nasty stuff. Anyway, so I had to contact YouTube, but in the meantime, it looked like it had gone through the checks, so I uploaded it, and then I had views on it, and I went into the system again, and it said that it was still checking. And so I contacted YouTube, and they said, well, the best thing to do, according to their, you're not really talking to anyone, they just suggest things for you to read. So according to the thing I read, they said to delete the original and try again. So I deleted the original and lost what few views were on there. And then I uploaded it again. I added different music, and no problems at all this time. So I don't know what's going on. But then at the best of the times, I don't know what's going on. So we will see. Anyway, I'm just going to keep struggling along, and then I've got trees growing out. They used to be weeds, now they're getting the size of trees, but I'll go out there and I'll take care of that. That'll be fine. It's good exercise, plus it gets me out in the sun. And I was expecting to do it this morning when it was a bit cooler, but I had to get onto the bank about some other stuff, and I am not getting any satisfaction from them at all. I don't know what is going on, but something is going on, and it's just, anyway, you know, I've done all I can do about it. There's no point in worrying about it, because that's not going to help anyone. So I've been trying to tell myself for a long time, you know, you can only do what you can do, and then you have to not worry and just trust that, you know, I'm not saying don't keep on top of things. You certainly should have to. Well, you shouldn't have to, but you certainly should. But, yeah, just let it go. Once you've done all you can, just let it go for the time and let them take care of their end. But it is frustrating. So this is kind of like a snowflake, but I'm not going to count it as Christmas in July because it's not what I would, well, I'll have to see when it's done, but right now it doesn't look like it's Christmas colors. It's just sort of if I had to say anything, I'd say it was kind of a denim-y looking colors. I mean, many shades of blue. I thought I put one there, I guess not. Then if you hear noise, there's a backhoe on my street. I have no idea what the guy is doing, but he's digging it up. He might be off for lunch now, because now all I hear is a saw. But I can hear it. I hope you can't. Anyway, so everything I see on YouTube, when I go in and look at what to watch, that submarine is all over the place. Oh my gosh, you would think that people would let them rest now, but everybody is doing deep dives into how the submarine failed and oh, it's just, I don't even watch them. It's just that, you know, when you're looking at YouTube and so many channels come up, and most of them, and I did watch a couple, and maybe that's why now YouTube wants to show me every video on this Titan sub, but some of them are, I just don't want to watch it anymore because they're talking about a sub that imploded, and all I can think about are the people that were on the sub, and especially the youngest one, because that's not fair. But worse things have happened. Anyway, so that's kind of depressing. I don't want to talk about that anymore. So it's already mid-July, and I'm getting kind of excited. It's 2 weeks to my holiday, and I am looking very, very forward to it. Hope I'm not covering this with my head. If I am, I'm sorry. But, yeah. It's just that the camera's very high, and I can't always see what it's doing because I'm looking down trying to do this. I'm trying to get it right. So yeah, I think it's going to be very pretty, just as a design. And I haven't ordered anything new from Temu because they have to be, I mean, they are dirt cheap. I don't think, well, maybe on Wish, except that Wish charges shipping and Temu doesn't. So if you can get the same price thing from Wish, it costs more because of the shipping. But they are definitely the game right now if you trust them to send what you've ordered. I've seen a few videos. I haven't actually watched them because I don't usually let videos change my mind, but something about Temu being a scam. Well, I don't know what they got scammed on, but I mean, there's another creator I watch. It's called Atomic Shrimp, and it's a guy and his wife, mostly just him though, in England, and they talk about well, just a mishmash of everything, just living, cooking, foraging, just going out and sightseeing around the areas, different areas in England, I guess, with his dog, who's a real sweetie. And he, on occasion, will buy electronic parts from, say, Wish or Alibaba. I don't know if he's done it to Temu yet. And he has been, I guess the word would be scammed so many times, but he's expecting it because he knows that, you know, for the price they're asking, there's no way that they're going to be sending him a laptop or whatever it is in electronics that he's ordering. And I'll have to be honest and say, I don't know a lot about electronics myself, and that's fine. I don't need to. That's why they invented electricians. They can take care of all the, well, all the electrical stuff, and what they can't do, the computer guys can do, or the plumbers can do. I don't need to know it all. Just enough to know I'm not getting scammed, I guess. Anyway, so, yeah, so I don't know if he's tried to move. But I do love to watch. I think he calls it slow TV when he and his wife and the dog are out walking. I think they've got kids. I think I don't know how many, and I know they have at least one, and they're in university. So they're just enjoying their lives, and it's a sweet little show. I like to watch sweet little shows. And also that there's one named Rockstar. It's RXCKSTXR, and he does. He's got a puppet, little dog puppet, and he does voiceovers for animals. Oh my gosh, I laugh my head off. It is absolutely hilarious. But I guess, you know, that's me. I like simple things, you know. I don't like a lot of violence. You know, when I don't even know how I heard this, but it was on YouTube about this TikTok challenge where young people, and I don't mean like really young people, I mean like in their 20s or high teens, maybe even in their 30s, and the challenge is to jump off the back of a high-speed boat. And 4 of them have died with broken necks, and it makes me sick to my stomach. Because these people are doing it to get attention on TikTok. And it's insane that the way they feel they have to do this is by putting their lives in jeopardy. In another one, when they were talking about this, I don't know what the channel name was I was watching. I was just bored and just clicking on everything, I guess. And apparently a 13-year-old boy died because of some Benadryl challenge. And I didn't even stay on the channel long enough to find out why, because that's just really sad. I mean, a 13-year-old, how? And I don't think it's the parents' fault, because I don't think that they would let their parents, I can't see a kid going up to his parent and saying, hey mom, hey dad, there's this challenge on TikTok that involves a very heavy allergy medication, and I'm going to do it, okay? Because I can't see any kid doing that, so I'm not going to blame the parents. But it's all about, I don't know, I really don't know. I think it's horrible. I think it's horrible, and I think that anything on TikTok that involves children or young people hurting themselves or possibly hurting themselves should be removed. And that's all there is to it. Once they learn that they're not going to get this kind of attention, and believe me, I don't think they want the attention of, you know, having their friends and family line up for the funeral. That's just, oh, I'm getting so depressed. Oh my God. Anyway, I'm sure that there's some nice things going on in the world. If you know any, put them in the comments below. Oh, I'm such a sad person today. I think it's just because I had to talk to the bank, and I always try to be very nice and polite because you don't get anywhere if you're nasty. Is that the only red one? Not possible, is it? I'm sure we'll find some along the way. And I need this one. Okay. Oh, these are so pretty. Hopefully, nope. So I'm going to use this pencil again. This is the wax pencil that I bought that I didn't like because it's not strong like this. So with this, I can move things around. But with this, if I move things around, I'm just wrecking the end of it. So, and where did you come from? So, yeah, so this little wax pencil works. I mean, the tweezers work okay too, but some shapes are just hard to pick up with the tweezers. And it might just be me because I'm a klutz anyway. But yeah, these are very pretty stones. I hope you can see how pretty they are. They're kind of low-keyed aurora. Come on, flip over. And there'll be other stones, I think. Yeah, there's 2 more different kinds. Let's see. I can't do it with that pencil. Come on. I talk to myself when I'm doing this. If I wasn't talking to you, actually, I would be talking to myself. Just come on, get in there. Do this, do that. Why'd you do this? Oh, that's way too far down. Okay. That's that one. And then we're going to do the lines, I guess. Color that in. So it's almost like the first color. A little bit bluesy. See, these are like jeans. Everything is blue. Like faded jeans. I would put a patch like this if it was smaller on a pair of faded jeans. If I was so inclined, and lately I'm not inclined to sew anything. So, I'm sorry for the moments of silence. I was just thinking of what I'm doing here. So if you have kids, I guess that it's that time of year where you're thinking about sending them back to school and buying all their new school clothes. Oh, I used to love to do that with my kids. Providing you could find really good deals. And, you know, most of the time we could. I just have to push that back a bit because that one's not going to fit on the glue. I don't. Okay. Yeah, I used to just love that. But that was then, and why didn't she go on? And this is now. And prices are not, you can't find a deal anywhere. Oh my gosh, I was in the grocery store, and I was at the dairy thing because I wanted some cheese, and I like to cook and eat butter. Not, I mean, eat a block of butter, but I like to put butter on my bread and butter on biscuits and butter on things. Anyway, but lately, and not too often because I don't trust margarine to be that good for you, I've been buying, I can't believe it's not butter margarine, because it's okay if you're, you know, cooking an egg or something. I always cooked eggs in butter, but yeah, margarine's okay for that. So anyway, to make a long story even longer, I was at the grocery store, and the butter was something. Maybe it was $5.97, $5.99. I don't know. Anyway, so I thought, well, not buying butter today, so I went over just a few feet from where I was standing, and there's the margarine, and it was the same price as butter. And I thought, no, this has to be a mistake. There's something wrong here. There's no way margarine can be the same price as butter. But it was. And I thought, well, I know who I'm buying. So I happily bought butter at that ridiculous price rather than buying something that I don't even want for the same price. I don't like margarine. I don't think it's, I know that doctors say to use it, and if they tell you that, then you do what they say because they're experts. But to me, butter is perfectly natural food, and it's not like I'm eating a lot of it, or even using a lot of it, because there's just me. I'm the only one I have to feed. But it's what I grew up on. I think we're just more comfortable with the foods we grew up on. Anyway, so yeah, the price of meat, oh my gosh. I don't understand the pricing system in grocery stores at all. I can look at things that are highly processed. I mean, you know, they come from a farm, they go here, they go there, they get all kinds of things done to them. And how can they be cheaper than just, you know, a vegetable, a tomato, an apple? I don't understand it at all, and maybe I never will. Maybe I'm not meant to. There is something going on here. I think I just haven't been paying close attention to what I'm doing. Got to dye my hair today. I wanted to do that before I had to go out in my yard, but I don't care what the neighbors think. They have to deal with me. I mean, if they want to. If they want to look at me, they can look at me. Anyway, I have great neighbors. I'm really very lucky to have great neighbors. I know a lot of people don't. Anyway, so my battery hasn't died yet, and I think that's just wonderful. I might work on, if the battery dies, I might work on this a little bit. I might not. I'd like to do it to the end. Camera. And this one too. I got that one all bent out of shape. But the glue on these are very strong as long as you get them where they belong. I'm sure everybody's done a diamond painting by now. If you haven't, why not? Because it's so nice just to, it's sort of a cross between doing a puzzle, doing cross stitch, working on a mosaic. It's like all of those things. But when you do a rhinestone one, it's really shiny too, and that's lovely. I like shiny things. I think I might have mentioned that once or twice before. So I know it's compared to the other diamond paintings I put up. This must seem, because I do them at high speed, this must seem really slow to everyone. But sometimes you think you pick up a diamond and you don't, or you do and it falls off. I think I need some more wax. This wax lasts forever. I bought new wax. I still have, I don't know, maybe 50 of those ones left. Then I have the new ones. I always do that after because the wax will squish out once you pick up the diamond. Am I all done with these? Yeah, for goodness sakes. Yes. Okay. And we'll have to go to the half circles, which are these ones. I hope you can see how pretty this is looking so far. And these are pretty pink or maybe mauve. And they're going to go right here. I do have a different tray, but I kind of like these little green ones, and it might just be because the other tray, which is right here somewhere, when I'm holding it, it seems to, like I'm really struggling to hang on to it, but these ones fit between my fingers really nice, so that's good. Where am I? Put some here. And here, and another little piece of wax. So yeah, getting kids back to school, that's always fun, except when they come with you and then it's like, Mom, can I have this, can I have this, can I have this? And of course you want them to go back to school with everything they need, but they don't really need all the things they want, but I don't know, I've always been a sucker. As long as it doesn't break me. I'm so glad that, like, I raised my kids in a different time. I don't know what it, to be honest, I don't know what it would be like to raise kids now. I'm glad I don't have to. But I'm sure that, you know, I wouldn't have wanted to raise kids in my grandma's time either, because that seemed like an awful lot of work. Plus, kids were, you know, there was a lot of diseases around. And, yeah, I just couldn't take that. Oh boy, am I ever depressing today, eh? Let's talk about something cheerful. Well, I told you about the Rockstar YouTube channel. This guy is so funny, and these voiceover he does with the animals is just so darn cute. It's nice to see. Well, it's funny. It just makes me laugh. It's funny to see dogs and cats talking to each other and other animals. I guess, yeah, I'm a baby at heart. I just like stupid things. But you know what? I've lived long enough. I don't want to be filling my brains up with all the horrible things that go on in the world. And there are a lot. I keep picking up. I pick them up upside down sometimes, and that's why you see me go like that, to try to get the upside down one off. Or sometimes I'll pick up two, and one will be right side, and one will be upside down. And where did this blue one come from? I don't know. I just throw them back in. When I find them just laying around for no apparent reason, I just throw them into here, and then I can sort them out later. And I just dumped one out of here. Okay. So, the important thing when you're doing diamond paintings, try to remember what symbol you're working on at the time, because that's really important. We're getting around here pretty good, I think. We might be able to get this whole centerpiece done if I would just speed up a little bit. So it's 2 weeks to July, and then I'm going to be away the first week and a half in August. I will call it 2 weeks. Makes it sound better. And then it'll be 2 weeks after that. It'll be Labor Day, and I think you celebrate that in the States as well. I don't know if they celebrate it anywhere else. So Labor Day, and then in October it's Thanksgiving, and then it'll be Christmas in no time. I do like Christmas. I want to go visit my son too before the winter comes. He's in another city. I wish they would have posted him to where he wanted to be, but, well, I did everything, and I'm just being one of those mothers that, you know. Okay, I don't know if I'm just doing that and just splashing diamonds everywhere. But these ones are very pretty. They're purple. They have sort of an aurora. I don't know if you can actually see that because it's shining. But you'll see it in the picture anyway. So if I have to do, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to do a part 2 on this, possibly a part 3, maybe a part 4, I don't know. Oh, 2 more of these. Because my phone usually, and sometimes you see me go like that, and some of the other diamond paintings, I'm just checking to see if there's glue there. Because here in this circle, this white circle, there's little blue dots, but there's nothing sticky there. And that's funny because here there should be 3 pinks, but there's not. There's not any symbol, there's not any glue. And I just noticed that I missed some half rounds. I'll get those. Too excited to do the little teardrops, I guess. And I missed one of the straights. You can probably hear the back though, because he's back, and I didn't bring a drink up with me. Excuse me. I was feeling my throat getting really dry just then. Oh, look at there. I wonder if it was on my pen and I thought I put it down, or did I knock it off? Okay, so it's really funny that that one didn't have any glue on it. See, now I wouldn't have even noticed it, but there's blue all the way around, and then there's pink, and then pink, 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 and nothing here. So maybe I'm going to have to get some glue just so I don't trip out. Get some glue and put the pink stones there so that, because now I'm going to notice that all the time. It's going to make me absolutely nuts. Oh well. I'm going to do these ones. This one. That looks like the right symbol. Yeah, it has to be that one. It's just a weird shape on here. More auroras. Yeah, I do things like that, you know, if I never noticed them and nobody points it out to me, when I had my glasses off, I never would have noticed it, but I have noticed it now, and that's just not good. And I don't know why this symbol is so thin. And these diamonds are so thick that I assume that's the way they want them. I'm having fun, by the way. I just want you guys to know that. Even when I'm talking about, you know, stupid stuff, still having fun. You know what? I wonder if I put these in the wrong box. No, that's it. This one's a green. Okay. I'm always second guessing myself. But I'll just do it the way they have it. Okay. See there. I should be using tweezers for this, that way I could flip them over a lot easier, but this pencil seems to be working pretty good for that. Except I keep getting my sleeve stuck in the glue. But I want it to start from the center and do it this way. That one looks like it has oil on it or something, I don't know. I don't know. And I hope I don't run out of these. That would not be nice. And flip over. Whoa, got wax all over that. That's another thing about these pencils. If you press really hard, they'll leave a white, well, the wax is white. It'll leave the wax on them. Okay, so I need 1, 2, 3, 4 more of those, and there are none left. And that is the right symbol, and I have never had any other diamond paintings with those. Let me look in this box and see what we got here. Nothing good. Oh, this is frustrating as heck now. Oh, so we've got glue missing here. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4 missing here. I wonder if I could find them in another diamond painting. I don't want to take them apart though. Oh, these are the keychains. I can't take anything out of there. I'll have to look at finished ones and see what I can find. In the meantime, I shall carry on, unless no, I couldn't have crossed the labels. There's no way, because I always put them on 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And that was number 10. And I'm doing this upside down, by the way. Can't even see the numbers on here. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Number 10 is that one. And that's this one. And that's this one. Oh, for crying. Oh, man. Anyway, I'm just going to carry on. And the next one is 9. I think they are backwards. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take, I've got to get a different tool. Where's my favorite little tool? Okay, it's a tool I use for sculpting, but it works great. I think I must have got those numbers mixed up, or because they were the last 2 packages that I was, okay, come on up, please, please, come on. The last 2 packages, so when you're cutting the drills, you cut them. So what I do is I'll cut number 1, I'll put a sticker on the thing, I'll put number 1 in there, and then when you get to the last 2, then So you've got a 9 and a 10, and they're both loose. So maybe what I did was put the 9 in. Uh-oh, I can't afford to lose one. Where did it go? Where did it go? Come on, you couldn't have gone anywhere. Okay, well, I can't go under my letter. I could have gone down the hall somewhere, I don't know. I'm sure it's here somewhere. Oh, there it is. Right there. Didn't go far at all. I'm sorry about this, but okay. This is what I want. Oh, my hair. Oh my gosh. So yeah, so I think what happened was I had the 2 bags, and I might have mixed them up. I was doing it, I do it in front of the TV downstairs, and my son always complains whenever he comes here that it's so dark in this house, and he always turns on the lights because I never do. I don't like to turn on the lights. I hope that if there's not enough, then there's something wrong here. And I'm going to be very, that one fell right, oh no it didn't, it's right here. Okay, so I'm really sorry that we have to take, I just wanted to do some diamond paintings and chat a bit, but you know what, these things happen, they happen to me, they're going to happen to everybody else out there, although the diamond painters that I've seen online don't seem to be as weird as me, but yeah, oh, that came up. I hope that, well, there's a lot of glue on here, and there's still a lot of glue on there. If I put my fingers on diamonds I've already done. I can't believe that with all this going on my camera hasn't died too, but it might be getting close to dying. I don't know. Anyway, I'm just gonna try not to do this too hard. Just move. Okay. You can see that once they've been stuck down, they get the glue all over the back, and they are stuck there. And while I'm showing you how I can screw things up, okay, so now I'm going to need another tray, and I'm going to put these ones in this tray, and then I'm going to put them in the number 10 spot. Not that it's going to matter at this point. And then these ones will go in the number 9 spot, and now everything looks so much more reasonable, because the number 10s, or which are these long ones that I thought, why are the teardrop ones going there? They are long and narrow. I was going to tell you something, but, oh yeah, if you have one of these boats that doesn't have, oh, that one kind of has a ridge on the bottom. I don't know if any, and this one, I painted it black because I was working on the light table and I couldn't see which directions the diamonds were because it was too bright. And that one has a bit of a foot on it too. But if you have one that's nice and flat like this, you can just go over the rhinestones and sort of push them down. I mean, you're going to roll them anyway, probably, but if you don't have a roller and you want to make sure they're set in there good, just use it. But if there's like a feet on the bottom of it, like if there's a ridge, it'll just tear the diamonds right off, so don't do that. Anyway, that's, like I said, I am not a master diamond, no, I gotta use that one. Not a master diamond painter by any stretch of the imagination. And, you know, always take what I say about diamond painting with a grain of salt. Because I'm sure that whatever I'm doing there are better ways of doing it. And now because I've made this mistake, and you can't see it, but some of this silver from the bottom has come off where I've scraped them up. I guess, you know, that's life. It's my life anyway. So these remind me of when I was a kid, when I was young teenager, there was a stone that was very popular, and it was called Black Alaskan, and it was always in this kind of really elongated shape, and that's what this is reminding me of. Even though they're not trying to be Black Alaskans, they certainly remind me of that. Yep. It was a different life back then, and everything changed, but not everything. Some things changed for the better, some things changed for the worse. I think having the internet is an absolute marvel, because like even without YouTube and all the other programs, like just Facebook alone, you can stay in touch with your family, like no matter how far away they are, and you don't have to experience, you know, the cost of phone calls. I remember if we were calling long distance when I was a kid, you had to wait until 8 o'clock, because after 8 o'clock they didn't charge as much for a long distance call. So that was good. Yes, I think I'm doing it right now, because you should never ever run out of these rhinestones. I've never done it before. I was a little bit in panic mode, and I'm very sorry you had to witness that. But, oh, we all make mistakes, just not as often as I do, I guess. And now I can go back and do these that are very sticky. Where's my little tool? So this tool is, I think it was originally supposed to be, I bought it from Wish, I think, and it was supposed to be, it came with a lot of other stainless steel tools, and I think they're supposed to be dental instruments, but they're so great for carving. They're very sharp. This one's at an angle that you probably cannot see, because my camera just doesn't seem to do what other people's cameras do, but that's okay. Anyway, so let's hope that these will stick where they're meant to stick, and hopefully I didn't pull all of the glue off the bottom. If I did, I've got some really fantastic adhesives here, so I can use those, and please don't let me run out. Not of the glue, of the rhinestones. Please don't let me run out. Because then you'll see somebody that's crying. You'll hear me crying. I will cry. I swear I will. Oh, there goes one. There. Okay, I swear I will cry. So, yeah. This pen is, I really should be using tweezers, but you know, I can line them up pretty good with this pencil here. I know that there's also a pen, and the pen, you can actually push the wax down, and this part would be harder so that you can actually shove the diamonds with it. But I've got to actually sharpen this because I'm down to the wood, I think. I trust the old pencil sharpener. I've got everything here. This is a, my desk is one of those double folding tables. It was one that my son used when he was doing renovating. but I kind of scoffed it, but it's kind of a mess underneath. He said that it probably will fall. It'll probably fall apart if you use it. And I said, well, no, it's okay. So underneath it, he's got some, you know that steel with the holes in it? So he's got some of that screwed on there. And as long as I don't press down too hard on the table, my legs and the table should survive. And see, now I have some left over, and that's the way it's supposed to be. I guess I just reversed the packages. Everything else is fine though. So, oh, boy, I scare myself sometimes, I tell you. Oh, and by the way, if you place your tray down, and, well, this is not glue at all, and that's a bit of wax, but it's sitting on some of the glue, and if you're doing a full glue paper and you place your tray down on it, you might not be able to pick it up easily, so mind that. Usually if I'm doing like a full one, I'll start at the top corner and go that way. And the next one I'm going to do, I think I'm going to use that release paper, the you know, the white squares, and I'll do it that way, and then I can just pick, and I like to see it. I love to see when diamond painters just, you know, pick a square here, pick a square there, and then, you know, it makes it a little bit more fun. That one's still bothering me, but, oh well. What can you do when you live in a zoo? So yeah, grocery shopping. The butter and margarine was a great surprise to me. Oh, and I think I said I haven't ordered anything else from Temu. I guess with, like I was saying, it's going to be Labor Day at the beginning of September, and then Thanksgiving, and then Christmas, oh, and Halloween. So I probably will order something, not right away, but before everything gets clogged up with Christmas, because I'm betting that they are really going to be selling a lot around Christmas time. They've only just come to Canada, and so I think, you know, for cutesy little stocking stuffers, I think they're going to be great. So I'm going to bet that their delivery is going to take a while just because of the volume. So I will probably order something and have it arrive a decent amount of time, a decent amount of weeks before Christmas. Although I do have, I can't even count them anymore, so many diamond paintings to do. Plus I have those diamond painting keychains and the coasters. I still have those to do. I really should, you know, get on my horse and ride, because I don't feel like I'm getting anywhere, but there's other parts of my life that have to be lived too, and the lawn is a big part of it. I really gotta get moving on the lawn. This might be a longer video than I want it to be, and I'm sorry about that, and I'm sorry that you all had to see me tearing this thing up because it was so a mistake. But you know, it's not the first time that I've done that. What was it? Oh, you know what? I was going to pull all the black square diamonds off a deer diamond painting, and there's a video about that, and there's an even shorter video. And instead of tearing them all off, I just cut it out and mounted it to a canvas board. So, yeah, you can watch that if you want. Watch all my mistakes. Oh my goodness. So, I'm done. Do I have any nearby? These are the X's. Okay, not really. So, get the X's back. And I think we might just end it here because, wow. At least I don't have to do a voiceover. I don't know what I sound like without a voiceover, but I'm sure it's pretty bad. Anyway, so we'll get back on this the next time, and I did quite a lot, actually. Like, this whole center thing is now done. So, I doubt that I'll finish it the next video, but I'm going to give it a really good try. You all have a great day, and hopefully this thing is recording, and I will see you as soon as I can again. Thank you very much for stopping by. Subscribe, please. Please subscribe. Thanks. Bye-bye.